G'day, mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So now we've done stone, which is making concrete, which is making reinforced concrete, which is causing bots to pick up all the concrete in the whole map. I want to do just a tiny bit more automation. Do I not have... I don't have assembly machines on me. Alright, we're going to use a green one. I would like to have radar Mark IIs. Purely because I've accidentally clipped a few radars with the upgrade planner. So, why not? 6,000 steel. A little bit much. 100. 3,000 red circuits. Actually, how many was being delivered? Only 700. 120 radars. Let's go with 20. And again, let's limit you. Factory extended. Radars. Stack of 50, please. Which also means wherever my radars are in here, I'm going to start requesting Mark II radars. And wherever the hell radars are in my inventory. There. Go away. Okay. So we're going to start making bigger and better radars. Actually, you'll probably want to stack inside. The other two things I want to look at. There's lots of things I want to look at. Like that's really the basis for the whole series. Like lots of things I want to do. Never enough time. Biters dictate otherwise. Hence why we've had to upgrade the Great Goop Sorter repeatedly. And it's still not processing fast enough and really needs to be duplicated, which is a later JD problem. That is so a later JD problem. But I have access to a boiler Mark II and a boiler Mark III. And as far as I can tell, the only thing is they consume... So, let's go back to a boiler. Stock standard boiler. Stock standard boiler uses 60 water and consumes 1.8 megawatts worth of fuel. Okay, that's what it does. If we go over to Factorio Extended, we look at the first one. It's 120 and 3.6, so it consumes twice as much water for twice as much fuel. And then we have the one upgraded version of that, which is again twice as much and twice as much. If we go back to production and look at our steam engine consumes 30 steam per second and gives us 900 kilowatts worth of power. These guys do 45 per second and 2 megawatts worth of power with an efficiency of 150%. So they're more efficient. We're going to get more power. Ooh, where the hell they go? More power out of them. And then same with these guys. They consume 60 per second. So these guys do 240. So that's like one of those with 1, 2, 3, 4 steam engines. And they do 3.6 megawatts each, which is an insane amount of power. In fact, if we look at these guys, they do 60 per second at 5.82 megawatts. It's halfway to a steam turbine. So way, way, way more efficient. So we're going to make a few of these. Import, output. We want you to do boiler. I'm going to do a copy and paste and we'll fix it after the fact. Steam engine, red circuits, engines. Okay, so very, very different recipe. Red circuits, blue circuits, steam engines. Guess what? If I add steam engine Mark II to that list, you're all done. Copy, paste. Okay, 600 red circuits. No. 80. Engines, 240. Oh, there's 195 on the way. Wow. Steam engine standard. No, that's a little bit much. And 1.8K Titanium. Yeah, sure. Bots are just going to deliver that. Not an issue. They actually don't even care. Let's trim that back slightly. Trim that back slightly. We'll leave the red circuits where they are. I actually have no complaints about that one. Okay, so we want you to be linked to the network. We want that to be 10 seems reasonable. And we're going to change you to Steam Engine Mark III. There's no blue circuits at all in the base. Because we're just using them as fast as we can get them. Which is not a red circuit problem, it's a green circuit problem. And to fix the green circuit problem, we'd need to make these belts not necessarily run faster, empty faster. Okay. You go north, you go north, you go north. So I have 3 belts going in. I need to find... Okay, I need that build. I need that lube pipe to go away. I'm going to put a bigger and better pipe in there. Which means I can put down another blue circuit build there. Which I've now upgraded. Green belt is the minimum we deal with now. None of this, nothing worse. None of this pleb stuff. Green belt. Okay, so that's your in. Your out. We're going to be highly lazy and have you just run into that belt. You want power. Substation. Done. Green circuits in. Yes, about that. Technically that works. Technically that completely works. It's a little bit spaghetti, but you know. We want one of those facing that way. And acid. Pipe mark 2. Normal pipe. You've got everything except that facing the right direction. Okay, more blue circuits. I don't know whether that's actually helped things, but sure. Bleep. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so more blue circuits. We are catching up ever so slowly. But at the same time... Well, that's better. You're pushing all the green circuits to the top belt, which is that belt. Okay, let's do priorities. So you go right. You go right. You're going right as well. You go left, and you go left. I think. I don't know, the spaghetti's got to a very high level of... What? You know what? Out of my way. Sure, I don't know whether that improved or made things worse. You're pulling off. Let's remove that. I think that'll actually improve things. Because when you do the priorities, you actually lose a little bit of throughput. Sure. Sure. Oh, I lost the minigun turret somewhere. There? Yeah, I lost that minigun turret. It died. Kills 5,000. No, it wasn't that minigun turret. I have no idea what minigun turret it was. Damage. Kills 5,000. Kills 4,500. Kills 4,600. Wow. Okay. I have no idea what minigun turret was. Can we not reach any... Oh, I hate this. Okay, you copy. We're just going to put down one more robot ball. One more. And then we're going to have to look for something else to concrete. Oh, we can not do that. We can concrete up to there. Yeah, we're going to have to find something else to concrete shortly. Okay, so this is done. I'm walking away from this problem. This is about as good as it can get. But what I can do, actually, two things I have to do. First thing I have to do is I already have a sulfuric acid problem, which is caused, of all things, by an oil problem. Probably because there's been many of you in the comment section yelling at me. Because you remember that oil pipe that was down here? Well, we never bothered to reconnect it. Or to be more exact, I never bothered to reconnect it. So we need you to come up to there. And then I need you to go sideways. And we're going to use tanks to make you go sideways. And slide that all down a tile. The reason I use tanks to go sideways is a tank is considered in Factorio land as one pipe. So I've used one pipe to go to left 3 tiles, and then I've used another pipe to go left 3 tiles again. It's just a little cheat you can use. It also doesn't really hurt at all. So tanks it is. We're going to go there, we're going to go there, we're going to go there. I'm going to keep going straight through. Power pole mark. There we go. You can go away. And you can now go away. And you'll fit... Yeah, of course there's going to be belts in the way. There. And then... there. And that can go away. And of course you want power. You want your own dedicated power pole. Be like that. And then there, I guess. With your own power pole. And then I'm going to want a tank. See, again, use a tank. Steps sideways 3 tiles. Voila. We hook straight into the refineries. Which should fix our oil problem. Considering how quickly that's filling up, I'm going to go with yes. Yeah. Okay, and then because there was an acid shortage, we're going to do that. Plus that. And I'm going to upgrade all those to Factorio extended stack inserters. Because they go way faster, and why not? 3.5k already in climbing. Okay, so that should fix all those problems, which is now fixed blue circuits. Look at that. It's backed up. In fact, actually, we might even do that. Yeah, sure. Why not? Maybe to let this guy actually do something. Okay, so that's all done. Now, I have an issue with our labs. If you remember, I moved the steel belt and then we did nothing about it because I got sidetracked, and yellow science, which was the worst, is backed up. Purple's also pretty backed up as well. So what I want to do is I want to rearrange our labs. The other thing I want to do is I don't want to move outside this area. So we're going to get our decon planner, and I'm literally just going to rip up everything there. You are also going to go away as well, and you're going to become a better robot. You can go away too. Okay, you want some power poles. You happy now? Okay, so I have 1 science pack, 2 science pack, 3 science packs, all coming in down here. Can I get them all coming in at the exact same spot? And the answer is possibly. If I make the iron underground, it's a very healthy iron belt. Don't question me. Green belt into there, around there. Remove that. Remove that. I have confidence in our recycling. It should be fine. Okay, so we have 3 belts coming in. Now, these are braided currently, and I want to remove the braiding. I'm not a fan of braiding to start with. On top of that, I don't think we need it. Also, I want to go for beacons. So, as always, beacon, nope, beacon, beacon, gap, beacon, 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 gap, beacon, beacon. Put a lab smack down in the middle. Okay, then we're going to want stack inserters. I want 3 belts of material. No. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 different types of material, which means I need to get 8 belts in and out of this machine, which is when things are going to get awkward. Because again, I want to avoid belt braiding. Okay. So we're going to bring that one in and out. I'm going to bring you to there. And then duplicate the thing on the other side, except in reverse. Yeah, I put it down to literally to rip up everything. In. So that's two items, 4 items, okay? We're off to a good start. Now if I put 1 there and 1 there. There. Okay. And then I take that belt in there and that belt in there. And that belt in there and that belt in there. And I bring you 2 around. That's our build. So I now have 4 inserters which should be able to do all 8 items. And it just means I need to 1, 2, 3, 4 get all the different science packs up to these belts. Substation Mark 53, right there. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna do the 2 that are delivered by robots, because that's just the easiest. You down to there, which is this guy. So you're going to do just that one, except, yeah, it's not going to be 30. It's going to be like 100. And you're going to do Alien Science Pack, 4,000. A little bit high with the requests. I like the enthusiasm, but a little bit high. We're going to go with 300. Did it literally just bring over 4,000? It brought over 2,000. Okay. You two. Okay, so that's the first pack done. Then we have military, which I put all the effort into getting down there, which is going to go here instead. Which means that whole belt's going to go away. Then we have... Can I... Okay, so if I take that belt and rotate it, I can then... That's belt braiding. That's not belt braid, just on principle. Green belt. Green belt for red and green science. Into there. That's 6 packs down. So that belt goes away. So that just leaves this belt, which I'm guessing... Go away, substation. Rotate it the right way eventually. I didn't do it. All the science packs. Pretty little lab lights up. Okay. Now, if I've done this right, we should be able to go copy, paste. Magic happens. You need power. Oh, look, there's a spot for power. And instantly lab lights up. And then we should be able to do it again. Lab lights up. Yes! Okay, which means this mess can go away. No, put the concrete back. Bad bolts. Okay, but it also means production stats. I want to look at 10-minute mark for red science. We were doing about 100 per minute, and we're already at 140 with just 3 labs going. So let's do the logical thing. Double it up. So you go in there. You go in there. You go in there. And you go in there. You're missing a speed module. Try harder. All of those science packs can go away. You guys are already short. Upgrade planner. What are you getting upgraded to? Blue. I don't carry blue on me anymore. Straight to green. And red goes to purple. Sure. Sure, I'm not going to question any of this. That one. That one. Actually, let's just go straight from there to there. Yellow goes to green. To green. Okay. All of that needs a good upgrade. And you need a good upgrade. And you need an upgrade. And you need an upgrade. And all of that needs an upgrade. And all of that needs an upgrade. Okay. One side of the belt's not moving. No, that's perfectly fine that one side of the belt's not moving. We're out of... No. I think we're out of science packs, actually. Oh, no. Red and green is still keeping up. Military... Hang on. Let's try max rate calculator. You were making 3.36. You're making 3.36. So, no. You're both keeping up beautifully. All the machines are physically working, which means they have inputs, they have outputs. You're not short on materials in any way, shape, or form. Your inserters are keeping up. So, we've pretty much... hang on. Where's military? Military's that... No, there's military on every belt. We're almost running it faster than the labs can keep up. Which means that we still have room to go. So you do the logical thing. You triplet again. Okay, so we want to go you into there. You into there. You into there. And you into there. Yeah, we're going to that's weird. Sure, whatever. Let's see, we've probably maxed out the labs. And we're now doing 500 per 400? 400? It was at 55. It's now slightly better off. And there's no big buffers to empty. So, yeah, you guys are now... You're really maxed out. Yeah, we've got... You're short on red and green. Yeah. These should all be running at 3.36, 3.36, 3.36. I have no idea if they're set to run at the same rate or not. 4 point something. Awesome. A little bit of overproduction never hurt anyway. 3.36. You're the last one. 3.36. Okay. No, they all run at the same speed. I have no idea if the rocket silo can keep up. You're short on rocket fuel. Really? No, it is actually short on rocket fuel. Well, we know how to fix that. Copy. No, it's a set of 3. Okay, copy from there to there. Build you out. Build you out. Build you out. Cancel that belt. That belt's fine. Cancel that belt. Just use the green belt. Done. No, solid fuel making is physically fine. Have some better power poles. Yeah, there's absolutely none in storage. But, how are you feeling about it now? 1.68. I have no idea what number I'm aiming for. How many are you doing? 1.2. So you're doing more. That's what matters. You are no longer the slowest link. But do you have enough solid fuel? Yes! And then some. So I can't argue. This should be fast enough. Should be. 500. 61%. It's gonna be fine. I just noticed. Sure. Just random upgrade everything. Yeah, more titanium chests, less steel chests. More titanium chests. Okay, so that's our labs running. It turns out we can run 5.5 of them. But means we have room for expansion. Also means that when we're swapping over to some of these other researchers, maybe they'll fly across faster. Because we can use some of the science packs that we've buffered up that we aren't using with other researchers. I don't know, or maybe everything will just go to hell. It's an either-or situation. Speaking of or, do we have time? We have some time. It's not going to be enough time to do it in this episode, but we have some time. Oh, what the hell are you guys doing? Are you upgrading these things? Sure. But those can be dumped. Oh, those can be dumped. That'll help. Alright, I want to... Hang on. No. Let's start with... We do not have nasty worms anymore. Okay, they're gone. They're gone, they're done, they're dusted. Which means... Any belts from there on can officially go away. You guys don't do anything anymore. That can can also go away. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. Pickup tower can go away. You can go away. You can be upgrade planet. Yeah, can we get the artillery shells out of my inventory, please? The double row of power poles can probably go away. That artillery can go away. Those power poles can go away. Pickup tower. Definitely not needed. Split offs for pickup towers. Not needed. Pickup tower. Not needed. You go this direction, which is still technically used by this return, which I could probably bring straight across the map into there and get rid of all of that. Let's also do that this episode. 14 miniguns, flamethrowers, wall. We've got a bit of everything. Ammo, that. We're getting there. Okay. Crap, we ran out of things to concrete. Okay. Before I do anything else, concrete. I feel like I'm running in quicksand because I'm running at normal speed. Well, normal with the amount of legs I have speed, yeah. Concrete all of that. Upgrade planner, you, and you, and you, you. Get rid of that chest. Pick up items from ground. All of those. Trees and rocks only. All of those. Yep. Same time, let's start a fishery. How many fish was that? 500. 1.1k. Oh, wow. We're so going to have a fish belt. I'm going to put fish on the bus. Okay. Paste. I want concrete. Okay, we're going to do this from map view. It's faster. I found another forest. Oh, there's two little oil spots. Okay. Fish. And one lonely power pole. Yeah, all you guys can go away. And you guys. Research is finished. Okay, what were we doing? We were doing particle tanks, particle fuel cell, whatever they are. 15,000 point packs. Okay. Light particle tank, particle beam pod thingamajiggy-bob, pod thingamajiggy-bob, pod thingamajiggy-bob, a force cannon 2, a BFG, I think I know what that stands for. And I didn't have to watch the horrible Doom movie to find out. Trees, 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 trees. Go away. Okay, and paste. Concrete can step out a little bit because we have a little bit more robot range there. Speaking of robot range, actually, you're just a Roboport. How about you become a Roboport Mark II? How do you feel about things then? I think you feel like you have more range. You become a Mark II. Oh, wow. So if I upgrade you... Oh, you can reach that one. Well, you don't need to exist anymore. because I don't need repair packs coming all the way out here anymore. That's really dangerous with the rangers. Because it's not whether they can reach one another, it's whether one of them can reach the other one. Turns out I'm out of robot bullets. Okay, I'm going to put one there. Yeah, it's good enough coverage. Okay. And then we're just going to trim from here down. Because I don't want the bots in the north picking up trees, because that's just wasteful. For the bots in the north. The bots in the south, like, they're slaves. They can do everything. Trees and rocks only. All that goop. If you can reach goop, grab goop. Okay. Copy. What? What? There's concrete in that mix. There's 6 landmines. Go away. No concrete. Bad concrete. Okay, where were we? We were concreting this part of the world with this part of the world and that part of the world and that part of the world. Okay, I feel a bit better. So, what I want to do is I want to look at smelting. And basically, I need a belt of ore to start with. And then I need to do, same as I did down, nope, not there. Here, actually, no, I don't even need to do that, because I can run max rate character on this. So you put out 11 plate for one belt in. Not all those miners are active. So, hang on. Run that by me again. You do 8 ore in, and if we work on belts of 40 rather than 45 for easy maths, it means I should be able to do a blue belt of 4 of these, which is what I did, 5 of these. 5 of these is 40 ore in for 56 out. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. So we're going to copy... Why is that? Oh, that's offset because of the yeah, never mind. It's because it's steel. Okay. Okay, you can go away. I'm going to cut you guys. I'm going to move you over one. Where they're going to have you output... You're going to output 56. So I'm going to have you output... No, I'm going to have all... I'm going to have you slide over a tile, because that's the easier one to slide. Yep, and then we're going to do output. I'm going to bring the ore in there. Okay, then we're going to take the ore out there, and I had 5 of these, so that's 1, 2, 3. When it comes to number 3, we're going to have you output onto the other side of the belt. 4. Go ahead. And the 5th one, we're going to have you output there and there. I'm going to have you feed into both sides of the belt. No, you need to be 2 belts. There we go. We need to make sure it's side loaded. Okay, now what are you missing to run? Power. If I give you some magic power, so close. I can't power up with one substation. Okay, speed modules. I don't have the speed modules. I am technically in a robot network now. On the way 50, cool. Because I want to confirm this works. It should pull in 40 ore and put out 50 something plate. And it should be, you do the top side, you do the top side, you do the bottom side, you do the bottom side, and you fill in any gaps without that inserter. Speed modules? Speed modules? All these robots just ran out of battery on their way. Yep. Yep, I'm expecting a few charging problems. Although, look, I have no idea where you lot came from. But look, they're doing a right job. I don't even mind the patterning. If I could concrete the map with a pattern, I would. Well, a randomized pattern like this. I know I could find a pattern or make a pattern and blueprint a pattern and hope not to screw up the pattern, but I know I'd screw up the pattern. Okay, so where are I? Okay, all built, all done. 40 in, 56 out. You're moving 60, so that's plenty. This is what we're going to do, which means this smelter block. So this smelter block was this large, and it did 60 in, 60 out. So you're using a belt and a half compared to we're now just going to use a belt. But we've shrunk down the build. We're pulling in... do I take it up? Do I take it up to 60? No, I don't want to take it up to 60. I need to find more research. Medium particle tank. Light particle tank. BFG, definitely. Particle shooting speed. Uranium transmutation. Oh, I can take... Oh, wow. So I take an alien artifact and a shiny rock, and I get back some amount of iron, some amount of copper, and I have a 95% chance to get back my alien artifact? Oh, we're so going to abuse that. Particle damage, sure. Because that means I can run this build, get lots of shiny rocks, run productivity modules, which I'm doing, get rid of these things, get iron and copper, which I can turn straight into green circuits. Because they're a 1-to-1. Like, it won't be perfect. I might have to supplement it with a bit of iron and real iron and copper, but it's going to be close, so I'm going to take it. Alright, so what was I doing? I was looking at this. No, we're just going to run this build as is. It is... No, copy. Hold down shift. It's 88 and 20, so it's not a lot of modules, but it is some amount of modules. And modules-wise, we've got 50 and 300. So... it uses more of the one we don't have. But this is what we're going to do next episode. This is where I'm going to call it for this episode, so I'm actually not on time at all. It's another 40-minute episode. I apologize to those that don't enjoy long episodes, but this is what we're going to do next episode. Next episode, we're going to strip out all this. We're going to replace it with these. It's going to be completely rearranged because I'll have to rearrange it to get the spacing right, because we're going to have 6 belts of copper, 6 belts of iron, which is going to give us a buttload of iron and a buttload of copper. And, oh, actually, how much do you know? 26. 26 doubled is 52. You produce again 56. So it means one of these builds supply 2 of these builds, which means we're going to have a bumper green circuits over here, which, as people pointed out, probably next week's episode is going to be converting this oil, that oil, all the oil into a brand new oil build. Up here, maybe with some coal liquefaction. Also going to try and play with... we must not have any boilers. I'm guessing I didn't automate boilers. Okay. Yeah, so next week, that along with I'm going to have to attempt to, well, I want to Oh, we're also going to want to set up that with ore transmutation. Actually, we're going to cancel those two, so that reminds me next week to start on that next. And I'm going to, in the meantime, craft 50 boilers. And requesting 200 pipe, so I'm not doing handcrafting pipe. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode, which is... I now have 100 of them. Sure. Which is going to be the recap episode for the week, as always. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed. See you guys in the next episode. All right, bye.